Hello and welcome everyone back to the Dumbass class with me, the Dyslexic Gamer, as we carry on our little tabletop RPG with some more Dark Heresy. So, in the last episode, our group had finished off the rest of the kill team that had been sent to annihilate the enemy threat in this area. The enemy being far more numerous than the enemy had the enemy of the enemy of the enemy. So the Inquisitorial team, much larger than the bad guys assumed. So, yeah. The enemy has been eliminated. You've all packed yourself into vehicles. You've sent off a strike team to go and assist your allies in the Poison Kiss, which are on this level. You know...
You're in the right map.
Yes, this is the right map.
I'm pretty sure they're like a level below us, aren't they? We're in the middle hive, they're in the lower hive.
The Poison Kiss have the Thirsty Eagle is on the middle hive, whereas they have another club which is down below. You'll see when you come over to the main map. So the
fun fact.
Yes.
Fun fact, add insult to injury to that what the fuck's an eagle joke. Aquila is just Latin for eagle.
Mate, you didn't know.
Yeah. So Darius is basically just saying the High Gothic for eagle.
Yes.
Not realizing it.
We didn't know.
No, I didn't know that because I'm fucking stupid, and I also don't speak Latin.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, it's pig Latin, so does it really count?
No, Aquila itself is Latin.
Aquila is proper Latin.
Yeah.
Oh, is it one of the few times they actually used proper Latin? Okay.
Yes.
They can be forgiven this time.
I'm just stupid. I don't bother. Listen, the last time I learned proper Latin was just know how to say Medulla Majoris, which is big penis.
I prefer Nemo Impinid. Wait, hang on. That's it?
Medulla oblongata from Waterboy.
The only one that I can remember out of the top of my head is Cave Deus with that, which is not even that funny. Actually, it's not funny. It's just beware, God is watching.
Enough of this gay banter.
Nemo Impinid losses it.
And something about Carthage.
No, Carthage is not modest. Did you mean that?
Yeah.
Carthage is destroyed, or Carthage is no more. I don't know which one is the proper translation.
That was all very fascinating. So back to our tabletop RPG game in the fantasy world. So yeah, you sent a strike team off to go and help the Poison Kiss at the Thirsty Eagle. They're being attacked by a similar assailants that you've been attacked by. So this is a strange group of Imperial Guard soldiers that's running them up. The Poison Kiss territory down below, in the lower hive, where they basically own all of the shit, they're being attacked by the vampiric mutant things that have a few cybernetics installed into them, the things that you fought in the Underhive. However, you have been informed that you need to get your asses to your gunship, so you are currently in the car. I'm going to point this out because it will be very sad if someone dies because they didn't look at their token and realise that their token is showing that they have half health.
No, I'm aware.
Not.
I don't have enough time. It takes like a minute or something for medical aid, and we're kind of rushing.
You looted a body last time.
Yeah, but looted the body rather than give myself medical aid, especially because the fucking assassin was in the middle of getting medical aid while everything was happening.
Didn't want to do that.
I am aware.
Was a mistake. So, okay.
The Emperor protects.
As the engines...
I don't know what an eagle is, but the Emperor protects.
No, what an Aquila is, though.
Yeah, it's two-headed eagle.
It is. So, as the teams are sent off, the engines are brought to life. Can I get an operate test from both Ezio and Darius?
Yes. So we get our maneuver added onto this. So
Yes.
that is a +10 from me.
And I need to know if you are... Well, no, I'll be nice. You're not flooring it at the moment. You're setting off. So.
I'm going to clear my rolls.
Glorious. Glorious. So, there's a spudder.
Of course, it's fucking 77, by the way.
And a blah, 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 from Darius.
The next one was a 6. Fuck you.
Darius' sister is just like sighing heavily on the back of the back of the bike, and then finally it starts up. As you take off, Darius, you also like the front wheel squiggles around, and your sister's not impressed. Some people chuckle. Ezio, can I get an operate test with your with the maneuverability of the vehicle? So
yeah, I've been trying to find it.
Ravencourt, I believe it's Ravencourt.
Yep.
Garage. What did you guys change it to?
I have motor pool.
Yeah. Where's?
Yeah, the motor pool. It's the motor pool.
The motor pool.
Got it.
It's got a maneuverability of +10.
Yeah, just add that to your character, or you can roll it from the character sheet if you put.
I would have actually passed if that fat ass wasn't on the back of my fucking bike.
So,
that's your sister.
Ezio's vehicle starts up immediately, and he takes off. Again, you're going at cruising. Hang on, no, tactical speed. Yeah, there's 2 speeds. I keep forgetting which one.
Tactical is when you're in combat, so now it would be cruising, I suppose, or getting to cruising.
It's your cruising. It's cruising speed for narrative, tactical for actual tactical map.
Yes. So you're getting up to cruising speed now. You're not that far away. You've already walked the route that you need to drive. So you're not going across unknown territory here. So you set off, and it doesn't take you long to get out of this side of the map. Now, just to show you, you along the roads here are safety barriers. Now, whilst a person can easily get over the safety barriers, vehicles not so much. You do have a dozer blade. I do understand this. Safety barriers are not designed to stop a dozer blade. So you can, if you wish, like go through them once you've got enough speed. But you do have to perform a charge maneuver in order to break free. But currently, yeah, this is the route that you have to. Does it not show the arrows when you measure out? That's weird. You see,
you are showing the arrows.
Yeah, the Soon Raccoon couldn't see the. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I don't know. So yeah, you've got to come out this way, and then you're heading up, and then you go onto a bit of a. So you don't actually join the main motorway, but you come close onto it as you go through another area much similar to this, and then you go through an old access. It's not an access chute, but it's a steep incline where they used to roll down materials before when they were building certain areas of the hive. So you're going to be shooting up that. So as you come out of this area, you've protected this area. Funnily enough, you've actually protected this area. So as you come with your vehicles, this is going to get janky. So just prepare. You're not running people over, I promise. So as you come along, you're then heading up through here. Wow, that's dodgy on the Soon Raccoon screen. and then you're coming out through here. As you come out and you're getting onto the like access roads for the main highways, you can see that cars have been pushed onto the road. Like, there are obstructions. Now, Ezio, you are more than easily capable of pushing these cars out the way. They're not fully obstructing the road. Like, if it's a two-way road, half the road is obstructed, just to slow down access. So as you're coming along, you're going at cruising speed. Actually, this is a good point. Darius, are you staying behind the truck, or are you going in front?
I mean, are the gaps small enough for me to weave between them?
Easily. Like I said, if it's a two-way road, half the road is closed. There's still a bit of a pavement that you could mount. So your bike can easily, go through. But you will have to. Your next operate test will be with a negative because the terrain has changed.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me just double check something real quick, because it is a. I keep forgetting there is actually a different stats for the different vehicles as well, because this is a wheeled vehicle, which does mean it has something else.
Yeah, it's so I believe that's for difficult terrain and what terrain modifiers you get, because a walker vehicle does not suffer from certain terrain modifiers because it can just step over things.
Wheeled vehicles actually get a -20 to all tests involving difficult terrain, but a -20 penalty to all tests involving difficult terrain, but a +10 to all tests involving maneuverability. The loss of one wheel can make the difference.
Okay. So it's up to you. Are you going out in front, or are you staying behind the truck?
I'll stay behind for now, but I'll keep myself at appropriate distance so I can overtake. So I'll always be able to see the bottom. I'm always able to see the bottom of the wheels in front of me. That way I know I always have enough space to overtake if need be, but I'm behind it at the moment.
Okay. So Ezio, you're going along at cruising speed. You can see the obstruction up front. It's not like jumping out at you. How do you want to act?
Would it damage the vehicle if I?
No. This is a civilian vehicle that's being pushed, obstructing the road. It will slow you down. Don't get me wrong. There is some resistance if you hit it.
Is the hole big enough that Darius can pass without threat?
Yes, Darius can. Your vehicle will be a squeeze. And the squeeze is that you're either going to clip the vehicle in the road or you're going to smash into the side of a building.
So I'm going to hit something no matter what.
No. If you perform your test perfectly, like you just did, then you're not going to have a problem.
Then.
So, are you going to try and thread the needle, or are you going to just try and ram? You're going to thread the needle. Okay. So, can you give me a operate test? You get a +10 your maneuverability if it is +10. I still haven't found your motor pool yet. I'll find it soon.
Hecton auto carriage.
Yeah, no, I know the vehicle that you're using. I just can't find your motor pool.
Maneuverability +10, integrity 20 is all in the motor pool.
Yeah. I'm just looking
for +10 for the.
I'm looking for the motor pool.
Being the wheel train.
I'll find it eventually. So yeah, you get a +10 for your maneuverability. However, you're driving at cruising speed, going through a tight gap, so there is a -20. So it's a -10 overall.
No, it's flat. There's additional +10.
Oh, sorry. Wheeled vehicle as well.
A wheeled vehicle.
Yeah. So so it's a flat overall test. But again, you're not under pressure from being shot at either, so it's not. You're just in a rush trying to get there with all best time.
Loving these doubles.
Okay, so as you try to thread the needle, you get it off just a little bit. You clip the civilian vehicle. Everyone in the back of the vehicle, I would like a well, for one, who is actually sitting next to Ezio in the passenger seat? Can you please put? Oh, actually, just tell me, because I realised I've locked your tokens in place, so you can't move around at the moment.
I mean, I'll be in the back because I've got the case with me.
Okay then. So no one's bothering to sit with Ezio. So can I get a?
I'll sit with Ezio.
Okay.
I know Winter also said that they'll sit up front.
Okay.
Everyone wants to be up front.
So
if Winter's up front, let Winter's be up front.
Oh no, Winter's already put. Never mind then. So you were too late with that. So you're up front. Is there anything you'd like to do, Liliana?
Perception?
You can roll perception if you'd like.
Where is perception? Awareness. Sorry. Oh!
A bloody good roll.
Succeeded.
It's a bloody good roll. You can see that Ezio is threading the needle. You think he's going to fail.
Is there anything I can do to help him?
No. You're in the passenger seat.
Can I use... I do have...
You can use your voice.
I have command. Can I command him to basically give him a bonus?
No, the roll has already been done. You cannot affect a roll once it's been rolled.
Oh, shit. I'll brace for impact.
You brace for impact. Lovely. Okay. So everyone in the back of the car, you don't know this is happening. Well done. So Jim and Albie, can I get a +20 either athletics? Is it athletic? No, I think it's toughness to deal with. But then none of the skills are toughness based. I was pretty sure it was.
I would say toughness or athletics.
Okay, I'm gonna
athletics
say
is to do with your endurance.
Yeah, I'm gonna say for this one. Oh, actually, no. Toughness can be placed to. Athletics can be placed to toughness. So, Jim and Albie, Ezio and Liliana, you both get a athletics test, strength or toughness with a +20. Those of you in the back, you were not informed that this was coming. You have an athletics test with a -20. However, I would like to think you're all smart enough that you're sat down in a seat with a seatbelt on. So the safety gear will give you a +20. So you're just doing a flat athletics test. Because I'd like to think you're all sitting in seats and wearing seatbelts at the minute.
Shit.
We're not all complete idiots.
Let me do Tiffany first. Where is Tiffany?
Let this be a reminder. You're sat in the front, they're in the back. You need to tell them when to brace.
Yeah.
I was confident enough that I could thread it, so...
Was it strength or toughness or just toughness? Sorry.
Strength or toughness. I'll let you have either. You're either using your strength to hold on to something or your innate toughness to take the blow.
Oh boy.
Jesus.
Oh
okay.
boy.
Albie,
we're both rolling. We're both re-rolling.
For
So.
Albie, I can understand it because you're driving. You're concentrating. However, yeah, whoever was going to sit in the passenger seat needed to.
Don't have athletics as a skill, okay?
Hey, don't. I was gonna say, don't you have fucking natural strength at the moment?
Yeah, but that wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah, it doesn't. It only
To that
affects his
roll.
degrees of success, doesn't it? Never mind. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Let's reroll it.
As the
I will
the
re-roll
hit,
that because I can't get much worse.
as the hit comes, Winters,
Oh, I do it!
you're strapped in,
Everybody
and
does it!
you're kind of already in that position of I should be prepared. So you don't hear any word of brace, but you take an impact and it's fine. You've adapted. However, as we go down, there are other rolls. Sadly, not everyone has failed. Not everyone has failed. There's a moment when Liliana thinks, "Oh shit." There's a moment when Waldo thinks, "Oh shit." Again, Tiffany is able to innately feel that something bad is happening, or she's just got quick enough reflexes or tough enough to take the hit. So Mordecai, for every 2 degrees of failure, you'll take 1 wound of damage that bypasses your armor and toughness. You've been rattled. You've had a hit that's, maybe you've hit your head, maybe you've hit your arm. It hurts, but you're like, wow, they need to give us warning. You're pissed at whoever didn't tell you that something's coming up. You're not actually hurt at this stage.
I like we go up and then down, and then the case kind of hits me odd and just hurts me slightly because I did. I'm glad I re-rolled now to be only 2 degrees of failure total. Because otherwise that would have hurt a lot.
That's only 1.
Yeah, no, he re-rolled it to
There's no
failure with 1
get...
additional.
No, because
Yeah,
you don't add on.
No, there's no for.
There's
There's
no
no
additionals.
1 for failure.
Oh right,
Yeah.
so I don't take any damage then.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's as far as I'm aware, it only shows you the degrees of failure. So your original 8 degrees of failure was 8 degrees of failure. Whereas when you get a degree of success, it adds on an extra one. No,
Yeah,
it doesn't. It doesn't
okay.
add
1
on.
plus that many.
Yeah,
But
we
degrees
add
of failure
on.
are just that many.
Yeah, we always add on an extra 1. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Because
Yeah.
if it was a success, you would have had 8 degrees of success plus 1. So you don't do that with failures, thankfully. So yeah, Ezio, you think you've got it perfect, but you were just off and you smash through. There's a jolt that goes through you as well, but you're in the
Probably
zone.
also on his also kind of a screech, and I would like to say, "Fuck the paint's ruined." I say while driving an improvised bulldozer at front, with an improvised bulldozer at the front.
So sure, yeah, the car in front lifts up a bit, and as it comes down, it scratches and knocks the side. You're just like, for fuck's sake. Muttering to Liliana, you drive off and continue going down. You can see in the distance, so this isn't like a completely walled off. It's not just concrete everywhere. You can see there are some open areas, and you can see flashes. You can see smoke building up in areas. It definitely still seems as if shit is going down all around you. As you come, you've come along the. Essentially, you've. I hate roads. I fucking hate roads. So you come up to the access to where the mega highway for the hive, but then you turn away from that. As you come up to the entrance of the mega highway, you can see that there's a couple of trucks, they have fully blocked off the entrances to the mega highways, the arteries that feed the entire hive. And as you swing round, you can see that there are a number of civilian vehicles that are lined up on the opposite side of the road to you, but the inside, the glass is shattered. There's blood splatters across the road, and the inside of the vehicles, you can see that there's blood. I'll give it to you that you can come round the corner at speed. Because how many ticks have you got into operate?
Operate surface 2 ticks. I also have 60 agility.
Yeah, no, with 2 ticks, you've got enough skill that you can come round at speed. Maybe a. Fuck it. Give me a. No, I'll save it because you may need the good rolls. You may need them later. So you come round. You can get a good sight of what's happened to the civilian vehicles and that the mega hive's blocked off. As you come down, you know that you've got one more street, one more neighborhood to go through, and then you come onto the connecting part where you left your gangers. And that goes then from a tunnel that leads up, that leads to the ship dock, the star dock, whatever it is. Spaceport, where you need to be. So you hack it round this corner, and you can see straight down, you can see the neighborhood. There's a junction there. Do you want to stop at the junction, or are you just going to floor it and drive round?
I would take the shortest route at the best speed I can do.
Okay, so you know there's a junction there. You're not too worried about any other cars, so you think, well, it was fine. You don't slow down. You come round the corner. Can I get a... So it's a test with plus 20 for your wheeled vehicle and your maneuverability. Can I get that? No. So yeah, it's just an operate test with a with a plus 20. No, because you're going at speed. I think there is a minus 10 because you're going at speed. The road is a lot better. Well, it does. I remove 1 degree of success. It's still an 8. So you do this almost perfectly, Ezio. You know that there's a racing line, a line that will give you a much better turn where it's not going to be so forceful. So you come around and you hit it spot on. As you swing your vehicle around, however, you notice there's a vehicle in the road. I need a reactionary test. So you can jink, which is basically a dodge. Because you're moving at full speed, you get a plus 20 to your dodge test. Now, these are weird dodge tests because it's an operate dodge test. You're not actually rolling dodge, as far as I'm aware.
So
You're making
operate surface with a penalty equal to the vehicle size plus 20.
Yep.
Yes.
I am enormous.
Which is a minus 20.
So a flat operate test.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so with 3 degrees of success, you come flying around the corner. Darius, you don't really see what's happening because you're behind the vehicle. So you see Ezio taking the racing line, and I'll give you you're far enough behind that you're able to see and know what he's doing. And you can basically follow up with a very similar line, but because you're a bike, a lot lighter, you can take corners at much higher speed. You can also brake a lot quicker and easier. Ezio comes flying around this corner, and I'm moving assets on another map. You'll see it soon. As he comes flying round, slamming on the brakes, as there is another vehicle in front. Now, Darius, you said you're going to keep a decent distance back, but you didn't know that Ezio was going to slam on the brakes. So, can I please get a operate surface?
I would have said over the comms chat obstacle.
Can I get an operate surface with a plus 20 for your wheeled vehicle for your maneuverability, because this would be maneuverability. So it's a plus 20 for the vehicle
minus
itself.
10 for it being hulking.
Minus what your bike is okay, yeah. Minus 10 for your bike being hulking.
Oh, hang on, let me just double check something.
See, See, now I'm not going to say -10 for speed because technically you're not driving at your bike's full speed. You're driving at half its speed. So you are driving quickly, but you're not, like, the van isn't trying to keep up with you. Very different. So yeah, with a +10 overall, you'll operate. You can either come to a screeching halt, or you can go around onto the curb beside Ezio, and you can see what's obstructing.
I'll come up alongside. So it's just an overall +10 then.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so with 4 degrees of success, you easily, slam on the brakes, let the back end kick out a bit, so where you easily avoid the back end of the truck, come round to the side, so you're on the passenger side with Liliana, and you can see the obstruction. We come over to the other map. So, actually, hang on.
Perfect, Ollie. Perfect.
So, you should all see your vehicles on the map.
Wait, did Getty run over someone already?
Maybe.
There's a clear trail leading to his bike.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
There's also a trail over here, so. But then again.
Okay, so in front of you, as you come to a screeching halt, Ezio, Darius, Liliana, and Darius' sister, can't remember her name for the moment, you can see that there is a PDF vehicle that is blocking the road. It looks very much as if the PDF soldier who was driving the vehicle has been shot next to it. Like, he got out of the vehicle and then got gunned down. The other PDF soldier is over here. Oh, I'm on the reveal thing. Is the one over here, and it looks as if he was shot and then dragged over as some sort of sign to all those around. Let's zoom the mapping a little bit. Can I get some awareness checks from anyone who would like to do awareness checks? Darius is a little bit fixated with the sounds going on around and with the carnage as Darius looks around. There are more dead, a lot more dead. For every dead body you see, there's probably about 15 or 20 to add to the pile, to the gore, to the torture. Everyone's just so fixated on the death and the gore and the wrong things that are going on here.
I'm just focused on the road. I got tunnel vision. The road is the only thing that matters.
Right.
Everyone feel? Okay. No.
Did you roll?
No. Everyone feel the awareness.
Did you roll for your sister?
I'm just trying to focus on the
I can't roll
call.
for Kathleen,
Okay.
it seems.
Okay, I'll roll for her. Let's see if someone can save the group. Because again, I must point out there is I roll and I get it. There is this constant shooting. Like, you've stopped now. The engines have died down, and you can hear this constant shooting, screaming, crying of people. Again, the vehicle, at least one vehicle, came to a screeching halt. Mordecai, there's no pulse of anything psychery going on. You don't detect anything.
That's fine.
However, there are other things. So, what was her name? Kathleen? Yeah. So, Darius, Kathleen smacks you in the head And drive, go, as she points to a sentinel, which has just noticed you.
What?
Where?
How the fuck do we not notice a sentinel?
Also, is it on the comms? Please
Yeah,
tell me
I'm
she has comms.
screaming into the comms. Go, go, go.
I start speeding.
So
I can't reverse, so the only place I can go is forward.
let me.
I'll bang on the back and scream brace because there's a car right in front of us.
Oh, now you fucking yell brace.
The first time I had a clunk, okay? It's when you get so shit scared that, you know, shit goes up to your heart and you can even scream.
Okay, so as we bring up the turn timer, but I don't actually need. Don't need a Mordecai. I don't need. Oh, that's interesting. It rolled everyone I grouped. Huh.
Yeah.
That was not what I expected to happen. I could use a Mordecai then. Damn, why did I delete the Mordecai? Fuck. Hang on. I'll add a Mordecai separately. Because that does actually work. I didn't realise it was going to do that. Characters. Chuck a Mordecai onto the initiative tracker, and I'll group you with your vehicles. So the way this works is a little. Oh god damn it! Because I deleted it off the tracker. Ah. Oh, and why did that just post all of them again?
You selected the group again.
Okay. No, I did copy, and the last thing I pasted, I copied. No, I pasted. The last thing I copied was all the tokens. So I just added all the tokens onto the map again. Anyway, so I'm going to add you into your vehicle groups, because the way this works is the vehicles are the most important. They're the actual turns for each of you. So how it goes is Ezio does his action, then all of you do your actions in Ezio's car, and then Ezio's action is resolved, which is a little bit weird, but it does make sense. I think it makes sense.
It does.
So
at least to me.
No, I don't need initiative rolls from anyone, because it's in the vehicle. It's vehicle by vehicle.
You're making me say it. I rolled a 5. Hey. Hey, oh, hey.
So technically, you guys have come to a stop at the vehicle. You've had a look around. You've seen what's going on. For those of you in the truck, it is an open top vehicle. You just have to push the roof up. So if you want to shoot out of it, you can. It is an improvised vehicle, fighting vehicle. So, you know, keep that in mind. But if none of you want to push open the top as you go into initiative, it will stay a closed top vehicle for now. Does anyone in the back want to scream and push open the roof?
You can actually shoot without penalty if the roof opens.
I take that as a no. So, Ezio, can I get a test? An operate test. It is with a +10 overall. As you take off. And you need to go.
You don't need an operate test, just to drive.
Well, so at the moment it's Ezio's turn. So you have. Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, wait.
Tactical maneuvering is just a half action or full action.
Yeah, but it's a half action and you get a +10, or it's a full action and you get a +20 to jink maneuvers and to being shot at.
Because if you spend your full action, you can go up to twice your tactical speed,
yes.
Or you can use your half action and only get up to your tactical speed.
Yes. So what
I will drive the full I would move twice tactical, so full action.
Okay. So as those of you in the car, you hear someone outside. You can probably you probably know it's yeah, I said her name, Kathleen. Shout out, the Sentinel. You hear the wheels, they are spinning, trying to take off. Do any of you want to have your action as the vehicle is about to start moving? So this is for Liliana, Tiffany, Mordecai, or Winters.
I did bang on the back and shouted brace, so I'll be bracing and doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to brace as well, because I to brace.
Sure. Okay. Winters, is that what Winters will do as well? Okay. So as all of you brace, Darius, in your vehicle.
I'm just going to hang on.
So yeah, you are right. You don't
I'm
need
usually
a
check.
operate test just to.
Yep. If you want to floor it, you have to do operate surface. But I'm just going to take off. So I'm just going to do my going to do full move or full. So I'm going to double my tactical speed.
Okay. So again, your bike's the wheels spinning, smoke spat going. As would Kathleen do anything, or is she just clinging on for dear life, basically?
Probably cling on, and if she can draw a weapon, hopefully. Wow.
Yeah, no, she can. Oh god damn it, it's gone into the wrong one. She can definitely draw a weapon as she clings on. She's not going to be able to shoot very well at the moment, but she could definitely do that. I'll give you a bit more of that as well. So if we zoom out the map with the zoom coon. Oh god. Put a little bit.
Did you ungroup me from the bike?
No.
Oh, no.
No, you're still grouped to the bike.
Oh, I can just grab my. Oh, okay, let's go.
So no one takes any actions. So Ezio, you do smash into the car, but you are going at a slower speed when you do so.
I got fucked it up.
No, it's because you spun it. When you spin the token, it all fucks up. Like look at the cart, look at the van now. It's all kinds of. Even the token
I'm
itself
my
seems
token.
to. Yeah, but the van. Look at
because I can't move Kathleen. Kathleen has to stay there.
The rest of you inside, you did all brace. So can I get a plus 40 toughness athletics test with either strength or toughness? It will be 3 degrees of failure per damage because you were right next to it. You weren't at high speed. So this is for Liliana, Ezio, Tiffany, Winters, and Mordecai. So yeah, that's with a plus 40, and it's only on 3 degrees that you actually get hurt. So Mordecai, you're getting bruised. You're getting bruised a lot, but you're not actually taking any damage at the moment. And Ezio, again, you're speeding off, but you're still staying near the truck, or are you speeding off past the truck?
I'm going my full move, so an additional 4 meters or something like that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't worry too much about the distances because I'm never going to get a map big enough to do proper distances for vehicles. So yeah. Right. I know you're moving at double your speed. And yeah, so Geddy, are you going past the truck or are you staying in line with the truck?
I'm going slightly further this time.
Okay, so you're taking the scouting quote unquote role.
Yeah.
So the Sentinel, they already heard you. They heard the screeching of the car stopping. They were shocked you were to see you. The Sentinel had turned as you had all, like, your sister had seen it and you were all speeding off. So the pilot basically has to go into his maneuvers. I just wanted to check one thing on his vehicle. Ezio, what's your tactical speed in meters?
15.
15, okay. So the Sentinel books it. It goes as quickly as it can, and unlike you, it doesn't get stopped by the terrain. It can step over the crash barriers. I really hate what they did with the reveal button. Like, it just used to work better than it does now. So actually, I mean, you guys have moved further than that. There, move you up to there because you would have moved further because it's 15. So you're moving 30. So again, the movement isn't exact, but I know who's quick and who's not. So as we come round to the start of the turn again, Darius, you are up front. You've just made out that the Sentinel has come round its side. Ezio can't quite. Yeah, Ezio can't quite see that the Sentinel has moved around. So, Ezio, are you going to try and overtake? Well, I need to move Darius down a bit. Are you going to try and overtake Darius? You guys are aiming for this road.
I would try. So if I look at the maneuvers, I can do floor it, but does that still allow it to make the turn?
It's going to be more difficult on a floor, I believe. Hang on.
Yeah, I believe floor it works great in a straight line, but is not so good for cornering. I can't actually see where it says break down to floor. Did I go past it, or am I?
Operator slams down the pedal
Floor
or
it,
equivalent, and the vehicle surges toward a top speed. As part of this action, the operator makes it difficult. -10 operate test. If he succeeds, the vehicle moves double his tactical speed plus 5 additional meters for every degree of success the operator scored on his test. The vehicle
Also,
imposes a -20 on all attacks made against it until the beginning of the operator's next turn. Range attacks. Hang on, where's the bit about?
is there an extra bit?
As a general rule, a vehicle must move directly forward or backward at least its own length before turning 90 degrees in any direction. It can
so
move
you'll
more than once
easily be
provided
able
it's
to do
sufficient.
that.
Yeah.
So, because, and again, this is weird because we're using a map and we're using imagination at the same time, which doesn't always.
If you want, you can remove Darius and Kathleen from the bike, and just give it like a blue aura of 0 meters, and it should cover in like the PNG bit, so it's a little bit easier to see.
Oh no, we've. I'm only moving you there for whilst.
No, I know, but if just for the sake of
his turn, because
I would notify Darius that I will be coming. That I will start booking it.
Okay, so you're going to be doing your
floor it.
If it's doing that, so yeah, you'll be moving off the map on that turn. Okay, so that's not a problem. So if you do a floor it maneuver,
it would be net +10 test, I believe, because +10 because of maneuverability and +10 because wield. And
-10 for size, -10 for the difficulty.
So flat.
Yeah, so flat. Okay.
So
with 3 degrees of success, you do take the corner easily.
I move 75 meters.
Sure. Because one of the things with the driving is degrees of success do make an awful lot of difference. If you had just succeeded, you'd have slammed into the building and then carried on. Because you got 3 degrees, that basically means that you have succeeded nicely. Nicely, I tell you. So you get off the map. So from the map to the entrance of the map is 15 meters, basically. So you said 73?
75.
Oh, 75. That's even easier. So that is 60 meters up the road. You have gone. Darius, the truck has taken off. You're impressed. You're impressed at how Ezio is driving the truck. It's up to you if you want to go at full speed and overtake the truck again as it goes around the corner, or if you want to stay behind the truck.
I'm going to either get in front or alongside it. So, wait, how far is it?
It is 60 meters off the map. So if you go from the junction...
How many meters am I before
60.
I can go off the map?
You are on the same level as that. So you've got like 8 meters until you're off the map.
Okay, so I can overtake it with a full action tactical speed move
What's your movement? Your
35 meter tactical speed. So I can go 70 meters
if you double move, you will be almost exactly in line with them, give or take.
Pretty much, yeah. I think that'd be best.
So sure,
there's a minus 10, the minus 20 to hit because of full move.
Yes. You haven't got the additional movement that Ezio acquired. So you are both. I'm not going to move you off the map because there is no map to move off of. By the time your turns come around, you've both gone off the map. Unfortunately, those of you in the truck, there wasn't an opportunity for you to shoot. At the very least, this turn. For Darius, did you want to have your sister fire off a shot, or is she just clinging on as you guys just get the fuck out of here?
Cling on while getting the fuck out. I will ask, can she do a awareness test to make sure she actually knows that's formerly her man?
She can do an awareness test. She won't necessarily be able to know if that was one of her men, or if that was... if she gets a good roll, she might notice something that can be passed along. So we will do an awareness roll. No, it's the wind's blowing too hard. She's clinging on, and maybe something hits her in the face. Who knows? So the pilot of the Sentinel turns around, sees that you are all 60 meters from the map, plus so 75 meters, basically, give or take, away from his position. You are also moving. I believe both of you have minus 20s to be hit. Both of you have minus 20s to be hit. This is also an operate test, which is always a pain in the ass. So I need to do an operate test. There's minus 20 for shooting because you're moving at speed. You're at short range, which is... You know what? I'm not even going to do it on an operate. I'm just going to do it on a normal ballistic. I actually think he has a lower chance of hitting on a ballistic than on an operate. Can operate be set to ballistic? No. Intelligence or agility? None. So he is not going to aim. He is firing at short range. Yep. He is only able to fire on full auto. He is firing at largest target, which is the auto carriage. The auto carriage is plus 20 to hit. It is minus 20 because it has gone at full speed. So that means it is flat. on the additional modifier inputs. So here we go. Ooh, 3 hits.
Can I
Did
dodge?
hang on, did the sentinel move?
It did not move. It's
Okay, so just I can just turn on its spot. That's right.
yes.
Because it's a walker, it just turns
Yeah.
for free action. That's okay, forgot about that.
So you can dodge, Albie, because you've floored it, as far as I'm aware. Hang on, let me just double check this. Does it function the same? Yes, I don't see anything here that says that you can't. So can I get a jink test with a +20 because you have moved at full speed? Let me just double check. So a jink test, it needs, so you've moved at tactical speed. In fact, you've moved at double tactical speed. So you need to do an operate test of 0. With penalties equal to the size of the vehicle.
So a flat operate test. Because +20 -20.
Yeah, pretty much for this vehicle, yeah. So with 3 degrees of success on your operate test, you see in the back mirror, in the wing mirrors, Ezio, the turrets, the Sentinel's turret just turning slowly as it locks on. You see the energy, the heat of the barrel begin to. You're just like, nah, fuck this. To the side, Jink! The shots come through. Perhaps it takes off one of the wing mirrors or puts a scorch mark down the side. Darius, you're close to Ezio, but you're not close enough to where his jinking maneuver has put you in any danger, but you still see and hear the sounds of the multi-las picking up. You guys are off. By the time it's your next turn, the road will take a sharp turn, which will then lead you into the tunnel where you fought, or along the road, the tunnel area where you fought the gangers, and you'll be away. So, there's a map for a short-lived encounter, as you guys are off and away.
Finally, my XP investment over the sessions into operating comes to fruition.
There will hopefully be more when you acquire yourselves more.
Did you put more points into fucking
Aeronautics? Yes, I'm a pilot. I have full marks in aeronautics.
Which is good. So, as you come over to the main map, I will zoom in on your location. Now, it takes you about another 5 minutes of driving, like you're driving fast at this point. But you know the route. The obstructions here are almost none. Like, there's no extra stuff from last time. So you're easily able to use the dozer to knock out a few rusted remains of vehicles. And you come up to the hangar doors. Now, as you get out of your vehicles, your gun cutter is parked here, so you guys have access. Even if the doors are shut at the moment, you just have to give your access, and you can get into the hangars. So would you guys like to do anything at this point, as your, like, Ezio is driving up, Darius, you've sped along a bit quicker, you know, taken a point rather.
I'm just gonna use the comms just to calm the van and ask everyone all right, everyone doing okay.
Yeah,
Despite
I'm
feeling
doing
like I'm on a roller coaster.
You succeed whilst you're with your Sinesience, Liliana, as you're in the back of the truck. You don't sense anything.
I was actually in the front.
Oh, sorry, yeah, in the front. You don't sense anything.
And I'll also look around.
So this is the Also on the map for earlier reference, this is the Poison Kisses
Right.
other area that you sent a force over to help. This is the Thirsty Eagle.
Just making sure to look around.
As you look around, Liliana, this is not a main. So it's kind of hard to explain. This starport, this hangar bay for shuttles and transport ships and so on, is about the size of a city. It's 40k. It's fucking huge. But you're in a private area, so as you come into this auxiliary docking area, you can see that there's other areas that are locked down, like all the doors and all the access panels. They're all reading red. They're all locked down, but you don't actually see much damage here. There's not the mass slaughter that you've seen in other areas. So perhaps this is just the automated response of the hive, that certain areas are just locked down. But you don't see any ambushes. It's almost eerily quiet here.
I'll mention that on the comms.
Would I know from my guard background what hell is going on with that, or is that out of my...
Normal guard procedure, really. I mean, you don't know about hive procedure, but in terms of guard, if a base went on to full lockdown, any door that could be mechanically shut and authorized personnel only would be locked, just to make sure that you're not letting the enemy have free reign over your infrastructure.
Okay. I would have also said during the drive that this hive will be slog to reconquer.
So I would.
Is there any?
I would point out.
Is there any sign of combat or anything else in here at all? Like there's been nothing. There's no dead civilians.
No, nothing.
Is there any civilians at all?
No. In this area, it's like I said, it's a auxiliary landing bay for private citizens, private use mainly. There are some servitors.
Shit, sorry, I misheard you then. I thought that was the lead up to it. I thought we were still on the road bit.
No. So you came through the tunnel where you fought with your gangers, and you basically, since on the map where we are here, the two dots were where the gangers were.
Yeah.
The road going up to the starport, to the ship, that's the curving. How do I put this? That's the ramp, basically, that's taking you up a level. Once you get up a level, you're basically coming onto a floor, which is all starport, which is all, this whole area is just for shuttles landing, but you're going to the private area. So, because you're in an auxiliary entranceway, normally when you parked your ship here, the doors would be open and you could see all the other bays and all the connecting warehouses that go into each one. So you could walk from your out of your ship over to the berthing officer, over to the guy who deals with your the supplies that you're bringing down, and register. All of that has been locked down. Like, all of these huge plasteel doors have slammed down and locked all of that off. But you've come up to your area where your shuttle is parked. You have access to it. So because it's all locked down, there's nowhere really to go. There aren't any civilians gathered here. And there are no pick screen. Like, you can't watch the founding from here, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Right, okay. Is there any way? Is there any kind of like gate guard, not gate guard, but like gate guard station or anything like towards where the main gate was that we could approach?
So sure. So as you've basically, and I'm explaining this really piss poorly because again, in my mind, I don't have it properly laid out. You've come up and you can see the main, Munitorum or Astra, the main Adeptus hangar bays, and they're all locked off. They've all got their shutters down, their blast doors shut. There are outposts like fortified where you'd have PDF forces normally acting as security. They're locked down. Like there's no one that you can see in them, but you can go over there if you want to see if there's any activity.
Sure. I'll approach. I'll radio the rest of the team saying, keep watch. I'll try and get this door open.
So why do you need the door open? If you want to get into your hangar, all you have to do is go over to your hangar door and provide your access code, and it will open for you. The security office thing that I've just described won't give you access for that.
Oh, okay. As I mix up in my end. Well, all right. So I'll send the rest of the team over to our hangar then to get that open and ready. I do want to investigate the security office, however, just for any intel.
Sure. Okay. So as you go over to the security office, the door is locked. There's a big flashing. There's red flashing lights around the box to show that it's in lockdown. You can try and open the door if you have a.
Is there an intercom to it?
No. No, it's not like a there's not like a two-way radio for it.
Okay. I'll try opening the door, even just slightly, but I'll keep my main bulk behind the door, basically using it as cover.
So the door doesn't give. It's completely locked. It feels big and heavy. It feels like a security door. And yeah, it doesn't seem to give. As you look at the shutters that have come down, and you push them, it feels as if the little bit of give that's in the shutters, it feels as if there's like plastic glass behind it as well. You can probably just about peer through some of the slits, and you can see that there's no one. It's dark in there. The flashing lights outside just illuminate just enough for you to make out it's not just dark in there. There's no one in there. This area must not be high enough security to have people posted here at this moment in time. In an emergency situation, it looks as if this place wasn't garrisoned or wasn't, or they think that everything locked down is more than enough to keep people out. It doesn't look.
Hang on, if they get our hangar door open, is our way out open, or is it locked down as well? Because this is a spaceport. How the fuck?
Well, this is an auxiliary spaceport where you have private rental areas going on. So as we go over to the rest of the group, as you've all got out of the vehicle, I'm guessing, Mordecai, you're carrying your chest along with you?
Yes, yeah, I'm not leaving that out of my sight.
So as you get up to...
With,
what's going on? As you get up to the door, Ezio, you would know the combination off by heart, so would Winters, the others maybe not. But one of you punches in the code, and the light goes green, and your door opens. So there's a human-sized door, and then there's the main hangar door for your gun cutter. As you open the door, you can see your hangar bay. Your gun cutter is there. Everything seems to be in place. Everything seems to be the same as when you last left. The only issue that you can see is that there's a big red lights flashing, spinning emergency lights that are over the door that leads to the outside of the hive. Now there is a cognate unit that has door access. That you, again, these are things that Winters and Ezio would have seen before when working on the gun cutter. What would you like to do?
Winters, can you take a look at opening the door? I will, meanwhile, warm up the engine so we're ready to go ASAP.
A beep.
All right.
So, Ezio and whoever else is getting on the gun cutter straight away. Normal procedure. Don't really have to do anything. Winters, as you run over to the cognate, cognate unit. At first, it says on the screen, Hive security lockdown. Basically Hive security lockdown. Doesn't really mean all that much to a tech priest. So you engage your doodads and do dickies and plug yourself in and begin the hallowed acts of the technical work in 40k. How do you want to do this, Winters? Now, technically, you can do this in a couple of ways. One is seeing if your Adeptus Mechanicus authority is enough to override this system, or you can just go with straight up hacking it, or you do have another option, which is to see if your inquisitorial codes will get through. Problem with using inquisitorial codes, you always leave a trace unless you go back and scrub all the data. Okay, so can you give me... So there's a -20 to the test, but you can basically use all your bonuses. If you're attaching yourself into it, if you're using your combi tool to open up the casing and gain access to parts to manipulate. So yeah, -20 plus whatever bonuses you have. Because again, whilst it is a star, it's not the main ones for the hive, the veins that keep it alive, and it's not the upper spire ones where they're higher security. But these are kind of dilapidated down here. So easily, Winters, you plug yourself in, and this area hasn't been updated for quite some time, and with the knowledge of the Omnisire that was given to you, it is just easy. The door comes under full control for you. I'm guessing you're just going to go and open the shutters so that you guys can take off. There's a big grinding sound with the doors, and there's not quite a full tech vault sound door open, but there is an alarm to let you know that the doors are opening. When they do open slightly, there's a change in the atmosphere. Like your ears pop as you're so high up from the ground, yet different pressures. Darius, what would you like to do at this point? The door does look like the thingy does look like it's securely locked and there's no one inside. But again,
Right.
this is not a munitorum or a main area. Like, it could be that in a couple of blast doors away, there is a fully armed and secure PDF force protecting Hive-owned vessels and shit.
I think I have. Hang on. Do I have? I think I have them. I have photo contacts. So the photo contacts give me like low light vision, don't they? Hang on. Armory.
No.
Pretty sure they give you dark sight
Yeah, I believe they
if
protect
they're good,
against
good or best quality.
photo flash grenades, and like Jim said, if they're good or best, they give you
In the
sight.
dark sight trait, good quality is granted immunity to photon flash. So I have dark sight. If it gives me a little bit more detail of what's inside there, rather than having to stick my stab light through it. Otherwise, I'm just going to return to the rest of the team and just get ready to move out because we need to get on. We need to get on to our big boy Vox as soon as possible.
So essentially, it's like a pillbox. It's basically a pillbox, but for security forces. Again, there are nothing's out of place. It doesn't look like someone came through here and killed who was in there and took their gear and ran. It looks like no one had checked in there today. Which again, considering today is the founding, it would make sense that certain areas that are auxiliary aren't staffed. So it's not massively out of place. So as you run back, by the time you've got there, Darius, the door has probably opened enough, and you can hear the whir of the gun cutters' engines that have finally, gone through their pre-flight checks and have started to kick in. So the doors opened about the space, the width of a man, let's say, or maybe a bit more man with his hands open. As you're going towards to get up the ramp, you hear the screaming sounds of a fighter craft shoot past the gap in the opening. As you board and you all take your positions, I believe that is where we will have to end our episode. I think it has got to that time. Am I about right here?
Yep. It's about that time.
So in the next episode, our players will have to take to the sky as there are enemy aircraft. Oh yeah, flying around. So all those points, Ezio, don't worry, not. It was well spent.
Yeah, I was debating aeronautical service, but then they did make the right point. If something bad happens when you're flying, it's kind of worse. So
yeah.
Also, I don't think I can fail a flat test.
There's always a chance. But yes, hopefully you will join us next week, where we will take to the skies in Dark Heresy. I know the ground combat. I'll be honest, that's the first time I've ever done car combat in Dark Heresy. So some things I will still new territory. We're gonna have the same next week.
It went all right.
So yeah,
I would have thought I remembered more of it after running fucking Krieg, but.
It happens.
Me fisty.
So hopefully you all enjoyed this episode and looking forward to future episodes to come, where we are close. We'll just have. I wasn't sure if the group would do combat this time, but it seems as if they're like, "Nah, fuck you, we're off." So good. X.
I mean, we don't have the equipment to deal. No. Let me rephrase that. I don't think it's smart to engage a sentinel in a truck, which is a glorified van.
True. But anyway, I should stop rambling so we can end the show. So thank you all so much for watching. Take care, everyone, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye for now.
Bye!
Bye.
See ya.